So it's a bit of a sad day. I've decided that after, I don't know, something like 5 years, I'm going to sell the CZ1. And I think that might be a bit of a surprise for anyone that's watched the channel for the last few years, particularly as I've released so many videos on the synth. The one I've got's in very good condition now, and there's no more work that needs to be done to it. And the reality is that I'm just not using it as much as I should. And if it's just going to sit here gathering dust, waiting for the next faults, then it's a real waste for anyone that really wants to get into it. So I feel it's the right time to do this. And although it's a bit of a shame, maybe if I had more resources, more space, then yeah, I'd keep it, but it still wouldn't get used anymore. So I think it's better to keep the synths you're using and move them on. That's my sort of philosophy on the thing. And with the extra space, I can then consider getting something else to work on. I've got a ridiculous number of synths already, and that doesn't even include any of the plugins. So there's so much to explore. It's so easy to get overloaded with stuff to look at. Back when I first got a polyphonic synth, which was CZ101, I just couldn't afford anything else. There were no other options, so I just spent all my time really looking at that synth, really learning how to use it. But now there are just so many other options. It's like we just don't get the time to really look at things in depth. And a lot of the equipment I've got is just sitting here, not really doing anything. And it's a waste, particularly if someone else has got more time and more inspiration to really look at it. So I think it's the best thing to do. Now, having said that, in a way, I'm kind of moving on to other things. I've also got a Casio CZ1, which is up on the shelves here somewhere. So that needs a little bit of work, but it basically works. And I want to find out more about that because it seems to be an interesting combination of phase distortion and ring modulation. So I think the idea was that that would be an upgrade to this. So I think that's going to be fun looking at that. No one's done an emulation of that yet. It's going to be quite a unique sounding device. And of course, the other point about the CZ1, there are now 2 very good emulations, which I've already shown on the channel. So if I want to come back and delve into the CZ phase distortion, that's not going to be a problem. I'll just have to do it on a plugin instead, and that'll be pretty close to the original. So I think it's the right decision. And finally, if I change my mind, circumstances change, then I can buy it back and maybe get one which needs a bit of work and then have the enjoyment of doing it up, add it back into the collection. Why not? There's often one for sale, so it shouldn't be a problem getting another one if I need to. So just leave it for now. I just thought people would be interested to know that it's moving on instead of me just quietly sneaking it out the door onto other things.